Best of 5.
Yep.
Hordon has a long way to go before he gets knocked out still,
Yeah.
so... But
Definitely, and yeah, we have EchO.Hordeon in the 3 o'clock position here, what I would call the top right, even though it's not, but it is 3 o'clock. It is EchO's player, it is Hordeon, it is red-colored Zerg.
And in the 9 o'clock position, our blue Protoss player Temnotal taking game number 1 in style. And yeah, I mean, just got so far ahead from that opening for so many units, delayed the hatchery and held an expansion of his own, and that's what it was designed to do, that's what it did. And yeah, just great engagements throughout the game, which is necessary for that kind of attack. Or that kind of strategy to work.
Of course. I mean, that was very smart play and very smart plan by Temnotal. Actually, he PM'd me after the game saying, I hope your viewers enjoyed that kind of shit. Apparently, he just kind of wanted to, to make funny game, to make an entertaining game, and it turned out to work better than he had expected. Although I suspect, him being the player that he is, that he practiced this quite a lot. So I don't think it was a build spur of the moment thing, or he did this on a whim. I think he actually practiced that on that map quite a lot.
So yeah, the hatchery is actually going to go down for Hordon here. Temnotal messing up his kind of blocking just a little bit. But he's going Nexus first, and he's getting his forge up nice and quickly afterwards, so he's going to be safe. I mean, it's really easy to wall off on this map. I mean, it looks like he's going for a complete wall off, I believe. If you go forge, pylon, and another building, you go for...
Yep.
Yeah, and then you can break down the rocks if you ever do want to move out, so we'll see what he wants to do.
There is you can wall this.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can wall this off with 3 buildings, or just do a standard wall off, and you have this kind of a hole in which to put the zealot. Temnotal just hiding his probe, and Hordon looking to take a third base. Like, Hordon, he's one of the players that does not drone scout ever. I know this about him, and his opponents that have played him a lot of times know this as well. So sometimes, you can, if you know the patterns your opponent is likely to drop into, you can abuse that heavily. Temnotal, I think, did play Hordon a couple times before. I do not know if he still kept the replays or if he remembers. Because game 1 was an absolute example of how to abuse your opponent's habits and use them against him. I wonder if these links will find this probe that has yet to confirm the third base.
Yeah, it's they've rallied around in the same direction. They're going to just be out of range of it, I think, as they come around and actually change the direction of him as well. So he actually, and that's because Temnotal actually has another probe on the map, and so Hordon reckons that that's the probe that was there earlier, and so he just pulled back and reckons that probe might still be over there, which it isn't. It's completely gone, and the probe to the top's still around as well. So I think Temnotal, because he did that, you think he might be thinking of going for some kind of G-based timing here, maybe, just to keep, because he obviously wants to keep that probe alive for the pylon.
Now we might have a robotic facility going down just around the 6-minute mark, or we might not. Just looking for it. This is always the crucial time that almost determines the course of the game. At around 6 minutes, Protosses show you what they want to be doing, either adding more gates, or adding gases.
Twilight Council. Now Temnotal went for DTs 1 game 2, right? It wasn't just Jack all day. So maybe this is DT build. Alternatively, could just be +2 7-gate Blink Stalker. So
I think it's going to be just that, to be honest.
Yeah, I get the feeling as well. I mean, yeah, I don't think he's going to go DTs here. I feel 7-gate Blink Stalker on a map like this. Maybe if you don't like playing a late game anyway, it's definitely good to go for some kind of 2-base. And this Overlord going to try and come in and scout, but the Twilight Council is way down at the natural. And yep, no information going to be gained at all for Hordon. He sees absolutely nothing.
And he will be supply blocked
really
just a
heavily.
Little bit. Yeah, he will be.
For quite a long time, because he got 2 supply boxes in a row. And yep, actually there's a DT trying for a roll.
Wow, so he is going to go for DTs.
Yep. So DTs are going to come down, and well, how prepared is Hordeon going to be for it? 70 seconds until the DT shrine is done, 60 until the lair is done, which means I think more or less that the third base is almost guaranteed to die unless he starts a spore crawler immediately. But there's not even any units out at all. This is going to hit before any kind of real usual timing from the Protoss, apart from maybe a 4-gate pressure. And so, yeah, I mean, these DTs are almost guaranteed to do damage right now. And look at the position of the Temnotal. It's right next to the third base. It's going to get in there very, very quickly.
Yeah, and another one is between the 4th and the 5th of the Zerg. Hordeon does not, like, he's playing blind, essentially. Like, look at what he's seen. He's seen the Cyber Core and 1 gas at the natural. That's it.
And that's all he could see, man, because...
Oh my god, Temnotal's so smart.
Yeah.
Look at this, keeping those Stalkers at the third base, waiting for that move, waiting for
Why?
that move.
Why did he just warp in Zealots? I don't understand, because he just warped in Zealots, and now...
I think he wants to save the DTs for the natural or the main base. He does not want to tip his hand. He does not want Hordeon to start laying down spores.
So yeah, he's distracting at the third base, and he's actually getting a lot of damage done just with these Zealots because, well, yeah, Hordeon just wasn't prepared at all, and now more Zealots actually still coming into that third base while DTs are now in the natural and in the main, and the pool starts getting target fired. We'll see what else comes down and gets targeted by Temnotal. A lot of drones are already going down BelleNOiR. 17 worker kills already.
Oh my god, such a good plan, such an execution, such smart play. Temnotal showing us that he is indeed a formidable player to be reckoned with. Very intelligent. I mean, you know, most of the players would just warp in DTs as soon as they have the capability. Not Temnotal. He did not want his opponent to start building spores and overseers, and that allowed him to do critical damage. Look at this, 33 probe skill, third base down, and he's following this up with a blink +2, 7 gate all-in. Those gateways are just now opening. First warping of Stalkers already happened at the furthest proxy pylon, while Hordeon is going for the counter-attack.
And I mean, well, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, straight up Hordeon, he's in a lot of trouble right now, trying to get some spores and spines down in his mineral lines, but this counterattack's basically the only chance he's got, and Temnotal should be able to respond to, like, save this. Either way, it's going to go into base trade, and really the Protoss is in a bad situation to base trade. He's got pylons on the other side of the map, and yeah, he's got warpins, he's just got
he can warp in DTs just to defend, because there is no detection here with these roaches, and right now Temnotal is going for it for the natural, and entirety of Hordeon's army, those are these roaches, and they're on the other side of the map. Very slow. They will be too slow to get here to save this second base. It will go down, and then Temnotal will just advance into the... Oh, there's the GG, not even waiting for it. He knows he's lost already. What